All right, John, we are back in the GSL Coaches Corner. This time, I guess, is Brian Gardner, the head coach at North Central. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. So let's look back in the first 4 games this year really quick. It's a little bit of a tough start, 1-3 overall, but you guys beat Rogers. You played Mount Spokane as tough as anybody has this year. What's your evaluation of your progress so far?
Well, like you said in the beginning, we played some really good football with Mount Spokane. Rogers was a tough one. 7 turnovers. You don't win too many games with that many turnovers. But the kids kept fighting. They kept battling to the end, and we had a big play at the end there with Quinn to Jimmy, and got the W and got out of there with that. The CV game was a little bit. We had kind of an awakening on that. We've talked with the kids, and kind of right now it's more about us. We still focus on our X's and O's, getting ready for the other team, but. Kind of the CV game kind of was a big awakening for us and what we need to do to fix inside. But the kids are ready to go. I think we've kind of cleaned that up, and we're excited for the rest of the season.
Sure. So what lessons did you learn in that CV game that can help you moving forward?
Well, like I said, we really looked at some of our effort, and that's kind of big. The big talk this week is effort. We had some mishaps there early on against CV, touchdown called back, and then an interception for a touchdown by CV. And it kind of snowballed from there. We just didn't play as well. We had a good, strong first quarter. So this week in practice was a big emphasis on effort and flying around, mental toughness. So we've kind of made practice a little bit more, try to get more energetic, more type of battling each other in different situations and stuff. So just kind of trying to bring it up a little bit.
All right. Well, 2 other guys that have put up big seasons so far stat-wise for you are Quinn Zerba at quarterback and James Weigel or Jimmy Weigel at wide receiver. Let's talk about Quinn first. What makes him, he's a dual threat quarterback. He's 11th in the league right now in rushing yards, 2nd in passing, 2nd in total offense. What makes him so good?
Well, just that he can, he's good with his arm and with his feet too. So it's always that, he is that double threat. And we tell him, if something's not there, use your feet. I always tell him, if you can run it as far as you can throw it, then run it. But he's had a couple rough weeks, but he's a strong kid. You got to realize too, this is kind of his first full year at quarterback on his own. He split some time last year, so he's still learning. He is getting better. Just his keys and his reads, and he's a tough kid. He'll run the ball, he'll run it hard, but he's still learning. He's learning the position, but he's getting better.
Well, another tough kid we've seen is James Weigel out there, wide receiver spot. He's tops in the league right now in reception yards. What makes him so efficient? What helps him get open? What makes him such a big play talent for you guys?
Jimmy is, he was a little guy as a freshman coming up. We were like, I don't know about this kid, but he put all his time in the weight room. He's like a 3.8 GPA kid, great student, great kid, great work ethic, and that's really kind of what's got him to where he's at. Is just his own pursuit to be a better football player. And he's a big kid. He's strong. When he runs his routes really well, he gets open, great hands, but. It's more just his pursuit and his work ethic of wanting to be great, and that's what he tries to work on every day.
Well, you'll have to rely on both those guys coming up tomorrow against Ferris. It's a tough matchup for you guys. They have a lot of playmakers there. What's the key going into that game for you guys to have success?
Well, yeah, Ferris is a very good football team offensively, with Olson, Carstetter, and the Hicks kid. They're very athletic, very fast. Defense, we really worked this week on it's hard to emulate somebody's team speed like that, but we tried to do our best, emulating those guys and flying around. But we've got to tackle on defense. We got to tackle really well. We got to get more guys to the football. Offensively, we've got to put drives, sustain drives, turnovers. We've been having quite a few turnovers, so we got to eliminate the turnover factor. Try to get down, put points on the board, and just be careful with the football.
Great. Well, today in the Spokesman Review, Greg Lee had a column about the possibility of splitting the GSL into a 3A division and 4A division. That would allow you guys to go out and play some non-conference teams, so you're not always playing those same 4A schools every year, the same GSL teams. Is that something you're in favor of going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it'd be nice for us to, get out and test the waters elsewhere, get out and play some other teams. It would allow us, to as a 2A school to get out and maybe play some other 2A teams. It would allow some of the bigger schools, Meade, Ferris, Prep, whatever, if they wanted to go travel to California or play some Skyline, Skyview, and just prepare them and us, for the playoffs, and let us all just kind of get out and play elsewhere. I think it'd be really nice, and yeah, we'd be in all favor for it.
Great. Well, we'll look forward to that. Coach, best of luck tomorrow against Ferris. We appreciate you coming in.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, and don't forget, you can catch those highlights of that game tomorrow night on Northwest Preps right here on SWX. John, back to you.